Blessed love and peace, my shining family. This is your brother TLB Pondi Redeem. From Yala to the world, one God, one love, one people. Now, this is the dancing grandma's house, and this is the state of the house. And guys, you know, this was built from the scratch. Some days back, this used to be a farmland where corn is grown and harvesting is done. But now you can see the transformation. There's a beautiful and magnificent house that has been erected in this place. And we came here to give a helping hand to the marginalized. You know, brethren, when you are helping, it doesn't have to be money. If you don't have it, you can use your service to render help to those who need it. So let me take you for a quick tour around the house. This is what they call sitting room. Here in Kenya, they call it sitting room. And I was wondering, if they are calling this sitting room, then how about this? You see, sitting, a place where we come and we rest. We sit down. We sit on the sofa, or rather on the chair, or even on the floor. So because here is somewhere we come and sit, a place we sit, sitting room. How about this? Because this is an open kitchen, dining, and kitchen. So this section is where the dining is going to be, and this other end is where we are going to have our kitchen. So there will be some cabinet, kitchen cabinet put in place around here, around the corner, and then to the other end is where we are going to have the dining. So if that is the sitting room, should we call this the dining? Okay, the dining room. And this one will be the cooking room, because that is the sitting room. So we'll have the cooking room here. Then you see this place. This is going to be a common toilet. So should we call it the helping room? Because this is where we come and squat, do our business. So we come to help ourselves. So this we'll call the helping room, okay? If sitting room is what to go by, then we have, some people call this visitor's bedroom. And if that is sitting room, so we call this sleeping room. Yes, so this will be sleeping room for the visitors. And this is where my video started from. And so this is the master's bedroom. That is what some people call it. And I will call it master's sleeping room, because that is sitting room. Fine. Guys, you've seen it. Sitting room for some people, others call it living room, others call this dining room. Kitchen, they say it will be an open kitchen. Okay, so we have a kit store right here. We have a kit store right here. This is the kitchen store where even farm produce can be stored. And not only farm produce, even the supplies for the kitchen can be stored here, so that there is a free walking space around the open kitchen, the dining, and the kitchen itself. So this is what we call this hallway. I heard some people call it pathway, whichever. So in this video, I want to tell you why I am here. And I count myself lucky because when I was traveling from Nairobi to come to this place, it was in my mind that once I get here, I will have the privilege to meet David Jr. I'll have the privilege to meet Marwa. And my expectation was that I'll be lucky to get a shout out from them, so that when I go back home, where I intend to go and start some initiative, at least I will have an audience to address. Now, what is this initiative that I want to start? And why am I inspired to go that way? Brethren, I am a graduate. I hold a bachelor's degree in business administration, and I specialized in marketing. And you know, marketing by America Association, it is defined as a set of activity, institutions, and processes for creating, communicating, delivering, and exchanging values for customers, clients, partners, and the society at large. So in marketing, we do have components. Traditionally, these components are in 4 P's, and that is product, promotion, price, and place. So habari salama sana. Yeah, good morning. So this is Mwita. Mwita, good morning.
Good morning.
Yes. So Mwita is the owner of this place. Mwita is grandma's husband, and he knows me. So I came very early in the morning. In fact, I am the first person to arrive here. Why did I come in the morning? So that during the day, I don't get interrupted when we are working, and I'm also there trying to do some videos. So I decided that I come and do this video in the morning before work starts, so that when work starts, it is work and work and work and nothing else. So Mwita, good morning. I'm still doing this video. So you know me. Unanijua?
Nakujua.
Yeah, so wacha niendelee tu kidogo.
Sawa.
Asante. Yeah. So I've just asked for permission from him because he knows me. He cannot send me away. So let us continue with the video. Where was I? I was talking about marketing. I was talking about my profession. And, you know, here where I come from, here in Kenya, I've had many people complain that business is a challenge. I have seen many people start business, and I've seen those businesses collapse. I have heard many people complain that business is difficult. I have heard many people trying to insinuate that for you to be successful in business, you must have some maybe charms from a spiritualist for you to be able to succeed. And you know that is not true. Let me make it clear from my professional point of view that where people get it wrong is that people don't see business as a profession. People think that business is something that anybody can do, and that is very wrong. When I came here, the first video, where I was captured by David Jr., I did make it clear that when a doctor goes to hospital and treat patients, that doctor must have come from a medical school. For you to have a teacher in front of students imparting life skills, education to the students, that teacher must have come from a training college, must have come from a university, must have trained in that line of profession. What makes people think, and that is what I wonder, what makes people think that business is the only profession where anybody can do it without skills and they succeed? My friend, that is why people fail in business, because they don't give it the recognition that this is a profession like any other. So I want to give you a story. It is a case study that I did when I was pursuing my degree in campus. It was a story about Muhammad Yunus, Professor Emeritus. The guy comes from Bangladesh. And there was a time in Bangladesh when the people of Bangladesh, majority of them were so poor. They were so poor, they were languishing in poverty, and there was just darkness that enveloped the whole Bangladesh. And Muhammad Yunus had a dream. Muhammad Yunus had a vision for Bangladesh. He wanted to see many people come out of poverty. And then he had a strategy. What did Muhammad Yunus do? First, he equipped the poor people in Bangladesh with accounting skills. After equipping them with accounting skills, he went ahead to open Bremen Bank. And those poor people, those people with small businesses, were allowed to borrow money from the bank at reduced interest, very low interest. You know, when you're starting a business, I'll come to that a business life cycle is just like a human life cycle. The only difference between a business life cycle and a human life cycle, humans reach a point where they die. A business can die, but a business can also be resuscitated, and it can continue for many years. And that is why when you do business well, you can bequeath it to your children, and then your children can bequeath it to your grandchildren, and it will continue like that for many years to come. Business can live longer than humans can. So, look here about Bangladesh. After the small traders were equipped with accounting skills, and they knew how to keep their books, they knew how to do the costing, where we have the product cost, we have the labor cost, we have the overhead cost. Because when you're doing a business, your business is supposed to pay you. You are supposed to be paid salary by that business. And the salary that your business pays you is what dictates your lifestyle. That is what will inform how much are you going to spend for all your requirements for the entire month. If it pays you in a month, how does your business pay you? This is how you do it. You look at the extent of its operation, you do what we call market intelligence. Market intelligence, you will sample 3 to 5 businesses that operate in the same scale as yours, meaning they are small as yours or they are large as yours. And then you look at those businesses for the position that you are holding in your business. Those that have employed people to hold those positions, how much are they earning? You may find that sample A is paying 10,000. For example, because it's a small business, it has just started. Sample B that has employed somebody in the position as the one you are holding in your business is paying 9,000, and another is paying, let's say, 8,000. So you will go with the lowest amount, the lowest salary, because in business, when you're starting, you must make a sacrifice. That is why you go with the lowest. So your business will have to pay you 8,000. And it is that 8,000 that is going to inform your living for that entire month. It is from that 8,000 that you are going to pay your rent, that you are going to buy your supplies for the entire month. If you have school fee to pay for your children, it will come from that 8,000, so that you don't touch any money that belongs to the business, that you allow your business to grow. When Muhammad Yunus equipped those small traders with accounting skills and they got to understand what it is to run a business, they were set on the trajectory of growth. And let me tell you, many people think that success in business is about driving big cars, is about building nice homes. My friend, that is not success in business. You can have money, you can live large, but if you do not have surplus, if you do not have an overflow to give back to the society, your business is not successful. And that goes without saying. If you look around the country, there are businesses. With that definition of success in business, now you can tell what kind of businesses can be termed as successful. One of them is equity groups. Equity as a program, CSR, corporate social responsibility, giving back to the society. They have wings to fly, where they allocate billions of Kenya shillings, and that is what they give to the society. It is a successful business. There's a giant telecommunication company in our country, and it is called Safaricom. It has many programs where it gives back to the society. CSR, that is a successful business. Those are just two examples of many businesses in the country that are successful. Yet we still have people who have businesses, and from their businesses they live large. They own big cars. They take their children to international schools. But let me tell you, as long as they are not giving back to the society, their businesses are not successful. So that means when you start a business, you must look forward. You must drive that business to where it is successful. And that means when you start a business, you must have a vision. I want to share with you what James Allen says in his book, As a Man Thinketh. I remember the first time I came across that book, I was just finishing my high school, my fourth form in high school, and we were introduced into that book by a motivational speaker who visited our school. I got to read that book, and I want to say honestly, it helped to shape my thinking. The Bible says that without a vision, the people perish. And James Allen also in his book, As a Man Thinketh, especially in chapter 5, that is entitled Vision and Ideals, he also echoes the same facts that without a vision, the people perish. But now he expounds on it, saying that there are people you will meet today walking, thinking that they are alive, yet they died many years ago. And that brings us to the question, when does life stop? Life does not stop when you stop breathing. Life does not stop when your biological processes stop to function. Life stops when you stop having a vision for your life. That you are just living. You are hopeless. If somebody asks you, where do you see yourself a year to come? You have no question to that answer. Then you are as good as dead. Without a vision, the people perish. And in his book, As a Man Thinketh, I like how James Allen puts it. He starts writing it beautifully in chapter 5, Vision and Ideals. He says, dreams are the seedlings of reality. Then he goes on to say that the greatest achievement was for a time a dream. That when there is an achievement, it must have started from somewhere. It must have been dreamt. That at the back of your mind, there is somewhere you see yourself. At the back of your mind, there's what you see you becoming in future. You see yourself becoming somebody. And once you have seen yourself becoming somebody, now you lay down what we call action plans. And you keep your vision constantly in view. You pursue it until it becomes a reality. Let me tell you, brethren, that going with that perspective, the reason why many businesses fail is because many of those businesses, the people who start them, they fail to have a vision for their businesses. And that is why those businesses fail. There is what we call strategic management, strategic plan. When it is laid down, you will have your vision at the top, you will have your mission. And you know, the vision answers the question, where? Whereas the mission answers the question, how? So where do you want to be 3 years to come? Where do you want to be 5 years to come? And when you go to the mission, how? How will you get there in 3 years' time? How will you get there in 5 years' time? So, brethren, once you have your vision and your mission, the next thing you will need to set up is goals. And when you come to goals, you now have long-term goals, then you have short-term goals, and then after that, you will lay down your objectives and then the action plans. Then, of course, you'll also have a strategy, how you want to realize that. So you can see the foundation that I've laid and why I am driven to make a change in the society. And you can see somebody like Muhammad Yunus is one such person who inspires me. And I also feel like the same change he brought to Bangladesh, I can also bring it, starting with where I come from. This reminds me of Christ Jesus. You remember the first miracle that Christ performed. It was in Cana of Galilee. And it was his mother who came to him. His mother approached him and told him that, son, we have run out of wine. And he was like, woman, my time has not come. You see, guys, when I came here, videos like this are the videos that I promise to do once this house is complete. But I do have family, I do have friends who are following closely, and they are also my subscribers. And they have applied a lot of pressure on me. And you know, when the pressure is too much, you succumb, you bow down. There's a lot of pressure that have been I have been subjected to. People are asking me, start doing the videos. And I'm like, my initiative has not started. I came here to work. And let me work, let me finish. Then later on, that will come. But finally, I've decided, okay, let me do the video. Just like Christ also decided, okay, let me perform the miracle even if my time has not come. And that marked the first miracle that Christ performed. It was in Cana of Galilee, where he comes from. So I know people may ask themselves, the initiative that I want to start, why can't I start it here? Even here, there are people who have businesses and they are struggling in those businesses. Why can't I start it here? I have chosen to go and start it back home, back in my village, because they say charity begins home. So the knowledge that I have in business, the knowledge that I have about running a business, I want to first give it to my people, and I know it will spread across the country, because many businesses are done by people who have no skills, by people who just, some of them think that it is something you run to when all else have failed. There's a friend who is coming. I told you I'm the first person to arrive here, and I did so that I can come and do the video, so that during the working hours, I don't interrupt the process by pulling out my phone, also doing videos when there's much work to be done. So this friend of mine is called Freddy, and I'll ask him to say hello, please.
Hi. Hello.
Yes, you have said hello to my viewers. Many of them are tuning in. They are tuning in from all parts of the world.
Okay, I'm so
Some
happy.
are tuning in from Jamaica. Others are tuning in from America.
Yeah.
Others are tuning in from Nairobi, from Eldoret. I have a brother of mine in Eldoret who is also my subscriber.
Okay.
So when you say hello to them, they are seeing you.
Okay, I thought it was a video call.
This is
Okay,
I have an audience and I'm addressing them.
Okay.
Yeah, so let me continue with the video.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. So guys, this is it. It is about business. That is what my content will largely dwell on. Equipping small traders, and I'm going to have some segments. One, I will look for those who started business and their businesses collapsed. I'm going to have at least 5 people to work with in this journey. And you will see in a duration of 5 years where their lives have transformed, how tremendous change they have made. I've said one, people have started businesses and their business collapsed. Number two, I will look for somebody else who wants to start a business. They have never run a business, but now they want to start. Number three, I will look for someone else who is already in business, but their business is in the verge of collapse. Number four, I will look for someone who is in business and their business is stagnating. Number five, I will look for that other person who is in business and their business is making insignificant growth. There is no how you can start a business and you claim that it is growing when the growth that is recorded is only $10. $10 you can imagine in a month. That is very little growth. So these are the challenges that I want to address. And those 5 people are the people I'm going to walk along with in this journey. And brethren, I want to invite you that you join me in this journey. In case you are new to this channel, I want to plead with you that you support me. And the way you are going to support this channel is to subscribe. Just hit that subscribe button and you will see how a journey of transformation looks like. You will see how people's life can change when they do things the right way. Family, there's what we call it Maslow's hierarchy of needs. And at the bottom of the pyramid, that is where we have the physiological needs, where we have the need for shelter, clothing, food, reproduction. And then after the physiological needs, you'll move to the